Not Soy, how you doing? You may have not watched the World Series, but did you luxuriate in a Toronto sports team choking in a legendary traumatizing fashion? No. Because it is true that the Blue Jays are Canada's team, basically, right?
Yeah.
It's you don't want to hear it. I see the pain on your face, but that is Team Canada because it's the only one left, right? Therefore, by default, you have to go support that, which is why also there's a Hatgate. Did you hear about Hatgate?
Hatgate?
Yes.
With Shohei, you mean?
No, with Prince William. Prince William.
I did not hear about that.
Who is, part of the Commonwealth and lived in Canada with Meghan Markle and such.
Okay.
Was invited to the Dodgers box and wore a Dodgers hat. And all the Canadians were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he apologized. And he said, I'm sorry. I was invited to the Dodgers box and by the owner, and it seemed like the polite thing to do at the time. And, but truly, from here on out,
yeah,
Blue Jays all the way.
That is something.
It's the Seinfeld bit. Yeah. So.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I got a few things to say about all of that. Yeah. So I did watch part of the World Series, actually. I watched a few of those games. It was great baseball. Baseball is an interesting sport because I would never watch a regular game unless I was there or had a good reason to watch it. I think baseball is fun, but 162 games per season is nonsense.
Yes, completely agree.
That is nonsense.
If we're talking about the game itself, I heard about the sick shit that happened.
Yeah.
And apparently it was so sick that it broke containment. And when you discuss Shohei Ohtani, you're now describing somebody who is better than Babe Ruth, better than anyone that's ever played the sport, and there's no question.
People are saying greatest of all time.
Generationally greatest of all time.
Because,
no way, no question.
Because Babe Ruth was good, clearly above the rest in his era. But let's be honest, he was batting 60 mile per hour,
lobs
and shit.
Yeah. The tech at the time,
and he was pitching, but people were not that great. But now Shohei Ohtani is playing in a league where people are pitching over 100 miles per hour. They're ruining their arms, they're batting it out of the stadium.
This is after getting jacked up on Venom.
Yeah, exactly.
Bane, McGuire.
You think of all the greatest
Bane Sosa
in the 90s and the 2000s. All the greatest players are not in the Hall of Fame because they were on PEDs. Roger Clemens, freaking Sosa, McGuire, Bonds. What's his name? Pete Rose, because he was involved in some gambling stuff. So this sport is completely screwed up. But if you ignore that, okay, you can enjoy the game.
I mean, Shohei's also indirectly involved in some gambling.
It wasn't him.
It wasn't him.
It wasn't him.
Translator. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Dodgers were no, it wasn't him. It wasn't him. Find somebody to pin it on right freaking now, okay? You're gonna save this franchise right now.
Talk about a dodge, right?
Yeah. So he's pitching and he's batting, and there's nobody that does that, and he's good at both. Yeah.
And pitches a near perfect fucking game, and then also home runs nonstop, and just does both.
Yeah, perfect game, everything. 3 home runs, easy, And
then the other thing I caught was Yamamoto.
Yeah, I was not acquainted with Yamamoto before.
Most people at this point have to stop because their arm risks destroying itself and getting an A1 or whatever it is, the injury where you literally your career's over if you don't rest your arm. But he pitches in a different way that's tree trunk based. And
bro, you saw that? Yes, it's sensei.
And it allows him to pitch way past where he should. And like not destroy his body in the process, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, his sensei was saying in an interview, most American pitchers, they focus on like arm movement and position, but it's all about the trunk. You're like a tree, and your arms are like branches that you extend. But the most important part of the tree is the trunk. So he's doing like inverted like bridges and like twirling around and doing exercises to strengthen the core, because that's where it all comes from. Anime shit. Yeah,
because you're telling me that other like World Series pitchers who have multi-million-dollar training camps to teach them everything about everything, like how to breathe properly when pitching, and they got some tech here that nobody else figured out about not
undetectable
about not needing to rest your arm and being able to go all the way through. That's incredible, right? And then there were a bunch of like hair biting moments of like, I think like
it was crazy.
Bases were loaded for the Jays, and it was like there was what was it? It was basically like a play that involved the catching the out as the home base, as the dude was sliding to home base within a fraction of a second.
Yeah.
It's like the series would have been over.
So because it was like bases were loaded, people were asking, why didn't the guy take a lead to try to score? And apparently the third base coach told him, hey, stay close because we don't want to like hit into a bad play or whatever. A lot of like sports drama, like for the movies that happened at one moment.
Oh yeah. At one point, sorry.
At the end of game 6, there was a ball that was hit and the ball got lodged at the bottom of the fence. So the Dodgers outfielder ran towards the ball and raised his hand, which is a signal saying the ball is lodged, which is an automatic double usually. But then there was a whole debate about it, about people saying he didn't try to pick up the ball. Why didn't he just try to pick it up? He just said it was lodged. We would have won the game right there. And just salt the whole. Oh my God, it was so crazy.
Also moments of like, it's the like two outfielders going for the same like fucking pop up.
Yep.
And it's like,
and they caught it.
But it's like, okay, this is the World Series. If I have to truck you over,
I will.
And like the dude looked unconscious at the end.
Yeah.
Like the collision, they're both going, and he just it doesn't matter. On the floor. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. Like if you die, it's worth it.
So that moment, the guy was on the floor, and people were like, "Oh my God, is he injured?" And he said after, "No, I was fine. I just thought we lost the World Series." And I was sad.
Oh.
And then he looks up and the guy is like, I caught it. And he's like, oh. So that's what happened. I'm like, okay, yeah, I would be sad too.
just keep me, leave me alone. I'm on the floor. Yeah, okay, he was just sad. That's fine. Okay, I thought he was hurt.
Yeah, no, he was fine. It was fine.
Damn.
So back to Toronto. Toronto is the only baseball team we have. Obviously, like it seems like an American sport. We had a team in Montreal, the Expos. It was a great team. We had good seasons. In '94, we were first in the league, and then there was a strike, and that killed the season. After that, the team was having trouble. We had no stadium. We had great players, and unfortunately, they traded a bunch of players. They got a new owner from America, and him and his son basically hustled the city, took the team, got rid of the players, sold it to the league. Now they're in Washington, and everybody has them.
Okay, I thought they did the move themselves, or so. No, okay, whatever the order of events is, but basically, they came along and just fucking chopped it up and and there's a great documentary that came out like maybe a month ago called Who Killed the Expos? And it's a great expose about all the agents that were involved. Good. Not bad. Great. It was a great presentation showing who are the actors involved, who hustled, who scammed. Pure scam.
Pure scam.
No hustle here.
The whole way.
Pure scam. City got scammed.
The whole way.
1,000,000%.
And so right now, Toronto is the only team we have. But I will say, for the rest of the country and everybody that doesn't live in Toronto, you can cheer for the Blue Jays, you can cheer for the Raptors, but you can't cheer for Toronto, and that's how it is.
Never.
That's how it is.
Never.
Yeah, and the Maple Leafs, well, even less.
Yeah, whether you're allowed to cheer depends on whether there is another team in the country's proximity of provinces.
Yeah.
Right. That echolocation. If you go, okay, the Blue Jays, and there's no other teams around, all right, you're allowed to cheer.
You can cheer for Blue Jays.
But if you get a ping back from over here or from over there, no,
looking elsewhere,
not allowed.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now, sure, the city got scammed, and the whole thing is a ridiculous bullshit example of why the sports team ownership game is just a fucking absolute ruse at the highest level, and how this goes wrong and whatnot. But hey, is it worth it so that now when you wear some cool Expos merch, it's like a sick throwback?
Yeah,
because now it's fashionable as fuck.
The Expos merch is always fashionable. Since the time they left the town, now it's a memorabilia.
You will never look cooler than rocking a dead team's merch in the city where that team is dead.
It looks so good.
That's it.
Yeah.
So that's the move now. Is like, you want to be fly in Montreal, you wear Expos merch.
Yeah. And that works.
And all you had to do was sacrifice the entire team for it,
No, that was tragic.
So,
but yeah, Blue Jays game 6 could have been won. They lost. Game 7 should have won, and they couldn't close it out. And I almost felt bad for them. Holy crap! They do have the son of one of the players that were playing for the Expos, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. From Toronto. His dad was with us. He was super cool, and he's also in the documentary. And he's sad for the city. But yeah, Toronto got really close to winning. Another Game 7 heartbreak. Game 7 in Toronto is like, there's something happening. There's an aura, Like, how, I'm Haitian, and when there were earthquakes in Haiti, American politicians will say, oh, that's because they made a deal with the devil a long time ago to get the white people out. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. What did Toronto do? Because that shit is messed up.
Sure.
What did they do? Like York, Colonel York or whatever? Like Young or...
I mean, that whatever it is, it's like there's I get proof that they could do it again, right?
They got a good chance, but that Game 7, Jordan Game 6, Toronto Game 7.
Yeah. Oh no, I saw the replays of like, hey, do you want to see what it looks like when an entire stadium goes from screaming to dead quiet? And you just see an entire, like, thousands of people just,
library. Silence in the library. Yo.
Yeah, that's rough, man. That is brutal. No.
Well.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? At the same time, at least it's not the I think that, like, the fact that Shohei is so fucking ridiculously generationally sick, and like everyone respects it, because it's just like, yo, the Japanese fucking took this sport and ran with it. Japan loves baseball.
They love it. They love Yaku.
Yeah, and they're world fucking class at it.
That's so good. America and Cuba, Japan, Korea, I think they're really big into baseball. Yeah. And Puerto Rico, anytime, Dominican Republic as well.
Anytime an exported game just becomes, well, to be honest, they're all exported games, really, right? Like, India cricket didn't just happen in India. You know what I mean? Like that got brought. But all this to say that at least it's not the days of like, the Yankees win. Wow, what an incredible victory! And then just who could have seen it coming? And then you get the Bill Burr, may he rest in peace. You get his rant about just a couple of knockaround guys, just such a humble team, just a couple of who would have thought with $400-500 million, players, A-Rod, and just this and that, and then just goes down the list of just greatest in the world, brought from everywhere, no one would have thought they had a chance when it all started out, at the beginning, what a humble team, just from the beginning, just, you believed.
Small town story.
They had a dream and a prayer, and that's all they had, and you love to see it. You love to see it come all the way around the Yankees. It's like, yeah, okay, right. This is the most fucking shit to hear about. But yeah, no. Anyways, that's cool when it breaks containment because of how exciting it is. So shout outs to baseball. That's dope.
Yeah. Japan. You said crushing it. It reminds me. I don't know how long ago, but back in the days there was Ichiro Suzuki, godlike player, obviously. And when he was eligible to go to the Hall of Fame, they have to vote, right? There's a council somewhere, journalists, I don't know who, and they have to vote. And there's one guy that voted against him going to the Hall of Fame. Not unanimous. One guy. And everybody is like, who is that jerk who was like, Suzuki can't make it to the Hall of Fame? Because Suzuki has record stats in the MLB. And that's including the fact that he played half of his career in Japan. Like if he was playing the whole time in the MLB, he'd be crushing all those records, all the hits, everything. He's up there already. But he played like so many years in Japan. He has a bunch of hits there. He came here, he crushed the league, and one guy was like, nah, he's not good enough. Yeah.
Why?
Because people are dicks.
Oh, okay. Just
people are actually dicks.
Okay, just straight up old school bullshit from back then.
Yeah, this Japanese man doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But now Japan is back in force.
You cannot get enough scouts on planes landing at fucking Narita.
yeah.
How many baseball scouts are out there in high schools looking just fucking, man.
And like, I don't know if you heard about it. The Dodgers had a second Japanese pitcher who was also crushing it, Sasaki Roki. And he's also a monster.
Okay.
So, it's happening for real.
Import.
Yeah.
There you go.
Import.
Well, to be perfectly honest, though, it's one of those things where I'm like, the arrogance of calling yourself the World Series when it's just the fucking America Bowl always annoyed me.
Yeah.
That sucks, and I hate it every time. Right? It's like, this is not an international league. Stop it. You don't get to do that.
NBA World Champions.
It fucking sucks, man. The national world champions, yes. Anytime you use world involved, the World Cup is literally the world.
That's every country represented.
Yeah. But baseball, you don't get to fucking do that. So the fact that there's all these other players coming from tons of places around the world and doing that, it's like, okay, at the very least, let it be representative in the form of where the players are. But yeah, just anytime the word world gets used, world champions, world whatever, you're like, bitch, it's fucking this is one coast, or whatever, right? So anyway, exactly, how you gonna be Miss Universe when we don't even know what Miss Saturn looks like? Exactly.
Yo,
straight up.
Miss Mars, fire.
Miss USA, whatever, Miss World, get the fuck out of here. Miss Galaxy, what are we doing?
Run it.
Actually, don't run it. Don't run any pageants ever again. Pageants are cooked. I think. I think just cut our losses. The damage is not worth the gains. Overall, pageants net loss. Net loss on humanity.
Wasn't there a story from the last Miss Universe where a judge that tried to call ice on Miss Mexico or something?
What?
There was a story like that or something. I'm not sure.
Say psych right now.
Did that happen? I think. I'll have to look it up because I might be saying some shit.
That sounds insane. That sounds ridiculous. The only story I heard was that the wrong person walked out when their name got called. So it was Miss Puerto Rico and I think Miss Panama walked out or something like that. And it was just really embarrassing because she was walking out to she won, but then the announcer had to be not you. you know, or whatever. What the fuck?
No, I don't have the news. I don't have the news. It was some bullshit.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. Some respect and dignity was violated or something.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
That's our baseball chat. Oh, lots of baseball. Actually, last thing to say about baseball. Did you play baseball games growing up?
Video games?
Yeah.
I played a little bit of, I think it was Bad News Bear on NES.
Wow, there's a game. Okay.
I think I played Ken Griffey's baseball on Super Nintendo. And I played one MLB like 2000 or 99 on PlayStation 1.
The first SNK game I ever played was Baseball Stars.
Okay.
And my cousins played a bunch of that, so I got into it. And that's a great baseball game with a catchy soundtrack.
Yeah.
When you fire your player, it does like a you know the end of the Hulk TV show, where he's like walking along the road. Yeah. So they basically have like that kind of thing where it's like the player walking into the sunset and it's just a sad song for like, you let him go, he has no hope.
Oh damn!
You know.
Good luck, buddy.
But anyway, yeah, and then that became a bit of a family meme. We're just like, you know, when telling someone to get the fuck out of here or whatever, just go walk down the street sadly with the Baseball Stars music playing. Anyway,